one. So as Brother Muhammad Omar kindly said, that you deal with the dead, we deal with the living, and yeah, each provides its own challenges. So congratulations to all of our award winners this evening. It's been a fantastic conference. I'll maybe just share some closing remarks now and pass it then over to Dr. Shahzad, who will close the conference. But I just want to thank you all. I think that this has been a conference that has really aimed to bring together so many different individuals, so many different organizations, and really to focus on what our communities are made of and in the spirit that we would like to change in coming into this new year. The theme of this conference centered around 3 of our own strategic priorities, which was around COVID-19 response and the role of mosques in burial, bereavement, safeguarding, diversity and inclusion. And we had a fantastic panel of speakers really thinking about how do we make inclusion real, not just about a quota, but beyond that, and some of the pioneering work that's already happening. And then looking at burial, bereavement, looking at our elderly, and then of course coming together now. The question I think before us all is, what are we going to do next? And as MCB approaches our 25-year anniversary, we're also asking ourselves, what does the next 25 to 50 years look like? What is our aspirations? What are the challenges that are facing British Muslim communities? And what are we going to do about it? Our challenges are manifold. Just last week, I was sitting with mosque members, scholars, and community activists and councillors in Leicester. And we were discussing some of these really challenging questions, whether it's the surge of Islamophobia that we're all facing, whether it's challenges around racism, whether it's about inclusion, whether it's about young people, prison population, chaplaincy, domestic abuse, whether it's about marriage and divorce, the family. Our communities are just in some ways so fragile, but also so strong. And in amidst all of that, we've been in a pandemic. And this pandemic, I think, has brought together opportunity, hope in crisis. It's shown us both our strengths and our weaknesses, but ultimately, I think it has united us that it's only through Allah's favor and Allah's planning that we're able to obtain new heights. So I would like to thank all of you on behalf of the Muslim Council Britain for such an incredible conference. If you have stayed on for the entire program, congratulations and thank you so much. And as Brother Muhammad Omar poignantly said, that ultimately this is about faith again. We are all here to serve Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, and in doing so serve humanity. And if our faith is weak, if we are not true to what Allah wants in our purpose, in our sincerity, then of course, what can we achieve? But if we make those steps, courageous steps, if we hold tight to the rope of Allah, then of course we can achieve things in new ways and new heights. My own election was for many people, some people, quite a miracle, but for me, actually a testament of the incredible places, of the incredible strength and power already in our community that is embracing the diversity, embracing the future, and of course, strengthening the organization and institutions that make us who we are and provide for our communities too. So I will close and say that, I just ask Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala to accept all of our efforts here today and to continue to keep us in his shade, to keep our hearts united and soft as we proceed, to help us persevere, to grant us ease and success, happiness, and help us overcome the turmoil, and most fundamentally to keep our hearts sincere and our actions, our deeds, our conducts, to forgive us for those mistakes that have come from our own hands and mouths, and to of course make us of those who are the most sincere, just as the companions and the Prophet Muhammad sallallahu alaihi wasallam. Ameen. And of course, if we had made any mistakes today, please do forgive us. And I'll pass us on now to the real star of this conference and our hero, Dr. Shahzad Amin, who hasn't slept much, but has been working tirelessly to put this program together and to really make sure that everybody got a chance to speak and that this conference is more than just a set of speeches, but really a call to action. Over to you, Dr.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum, everyone again. So first of all, thank you to Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala for allowing us to attend and benefit from this conference today. A really special thank you to everyone, starting off with our sponsors, the sponsoring partner, Islamic Relief, other sponsors, Simply Mosque, Bateswell LLP, Euro Quality Foundation, and Communities for All. A special thank you to our guest speakers and panel chairs who've delivered some excellent and extremely beneficial talks, which I'm sure all of us have found useful. A special thank you to our staff, volunteers, leadership team, and all others who have worked tirelessly behind the screen to put this conference together. A special thank you to our attendees, everyone, every single one of you who've come today, without whom this conference would not be possible. Well done and congratulations to all of our award winners. Well done to our finalists and everyone who was nominated. Receiving a nomination is fantastic. It's great to see the fantastic work our mosques and Islamic organizations are doing across the country to benefit the community and the wider community as well. Keep up the great work and well done, everyone. I hope you stay in touch with the MCB as we have lots of plans for the upcoming year to help our mosques across the country, inshallah. Today was really a brief overview of many important topics, and we hope to build on this in the upcoming year, on these important themes that we touched on today, and work with everyone to improve our systems across the mosques. Let's all work together to make our mosques and homes greener and look after the environment, increase inclusion and diversity at our mosques. Let's work on safeguarding and protecting our mosques and the communities. Let's work to provide services for the elderly and offer support of the families of the bereaved. And please remember, COVID is still here, and wear your masks and protect yourselves and others. I'd like to thank everyone again. Jazakumullah khairan to everyone. And thank you again. We'll just finish off with a short dua, inshallah. Okay.
السلام عليكم. ربنا لا أعوذ بالله بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. ربنا لا تزغ قلوبنا بعد إذ هديتنا وهب لنا من لدنك رحمة إنك أنت الوهاب. ربنا آتنا في الدنيا حسنة وفي الآخرة حسنة وقنا عذاب النار وادخلنا الجنة مع الأبرار يا عزيزي غفار يا رب العالمين. ربنا آتنا من لدنك رحمة وهيئ لنا من أمرنا رشدا. ربنا أفرغ علينا صبرا وثبت أقدامنا. Oh Allah, you have said that you will not change the situation of a people until they change that which is within themselves. I hope that this conference is evidence that we are changing. So please change our situation for the better. Let this not be the end of a discussion, but the beginning of action, so that our mosques are a shining beacon of light, not just for the Muslim communities here in the UK, but across the world, and even for our non-Muslim brothers and sisters, so that we can go back to being a united ummah once again, inshallah. سبحان الله وبحمدك نستغفرك ونتوب إليك. أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. والعصر إن الإنسان لفي خسر إلا الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات وتواصوا بالحق وتواصوا بالصبر وجزاكم الله خيرا. Thank you so much, everyone. And this is the end of the conference. Take care of yourselves and stay safe. Assalamu alaikum.
Assalamu alaikum, everyone.